Hello and welcome back everyone into this second video of 14th chapter where we're going to talk about while loops. Okay, now this chapter is going to be only about while loops. I'm going to change the loop that we wrote in the previous video, which was a while loop, and make it a do while loop as well. Okay, so this is going to be about do while loops. Now what are do while loops, and we're going to see the example as well. So do while loops, we have already seen what is a while loop. Okay, you define a condition and it executes. Okay, now there are a lot more things which go into a loop. So the do while loop is a variant of a while loop. Okay, the loop will execute the code block once. Okay, now this is one of the most important thing. I'm going to tell you that while loop can execute 0 times as well. I mean, it won't execute at all, but for do while it will execute at least once. Okay, this is something which is very important and which you'll continuously see again and again. You might be thinking, why do we need to at least run a program once? This is helpful when you're making a phone. Okay, I'm serious right now, because let us suppose you have made a phone and you want to make sure that whenever you press the button, it should reach the turn on the screen. So these all conditions should be checked at least once. Okay, wherever you want to check those conditions, you use a do while loop, so that you are continuously checking if that condition exists or not exists. Okay, now the syntax is very easy. Syntax goes about do, and then you define an executable condition and then you execute it. Okay, now I have an example over here of this thing. So we are going to follow this example, and firstly I'm going to work on the while example that we had earlier, and I'm going to tell you that this example is not going to function even once. I'll tell you how. If I replace this I with 5 and I save this program and I clear off my terminal by Control K, and run this program, you would see nothing. You would see nothing because there is nothing to be executed. This loop is not going to make any difference even if you have the required condition or not. Okay, let's transfer this code. Okay, so we'll start by initializing I is equal to 0, and then we have do condition. So let me just delete this section altogether. So we have do, and then we have the brackets. Okay, so the brackets define which code is it going to run, and then you have the cout. Let me actually copy this thing from here in order to save time. Copy this and paste it and save it, and let me fix the orientations once, or indentation, sorry. So if you don't really know, these are known as indentations. The spacing that you're keeping decides upon a lot of other things as well. In C++ it doesn't really matter, but in Python it does really matter. So in case you're planning to learn any other language, you should know about this. And this as well, and save and clear off the terminal and run the program. It's doing the same thing, but now let's change a few things. Okay, I'm going to change this I to 5. Okay, to 5, and save it. Technically it should not run, but let's see what happens. You would still get a 5. Now the thing over here is that do while loop checks the condition afterwards. Okay, if you remember, in while loop you have the condition in the front. Okay, it starts with the condition, but in do while loop it doesn't really work like that. In do while loop you have the condition in the last. Okay, so this defines to the fact that if you are using a do while loop, you should be prepared that it is going to execute at least once. So that being said, this is how your do while loop is going to perform, and this is what a do while loop is all about as well. So I hope you understood. I hope you had understood this concept. In the next one we're going to talk about for loops and its working. So I'll see you all in the next one. Till then, peace.